we got a safety car for the first time in this event. Ooh, should we give that a try? 6 laps on the hard. Let's see how it goes. I'm hoping for some good points here. Perfect race start by Bortoletto now. Okay, so that's the boost doing its job. And wow, look at that. All right, I think it's about time for another F1 Clash highlights video, this time from the Mexico Grand Prix. It's really been a while, a lot of experiments and myth busting and tournaments, and I promise the Series 7 tournament is coming. I got that planned for next week, but today I want to give Contender another shot. I've progressed in F1 Clash since last time, so I hope that today I can start fighting for podiums, but let's find out. Okay, so as always, I'm going to show you my top 3 races of this event, so let me run you through the less eventful races. Things started off very strong in the first race at Mexico with an amazing race start by Fernando Alonso, the driver that you definitely need for this event, and I finally unlocked now since I made it to Series 9. However, quite surprisingly, this was only the second best race start of today, so stay tuned for that. In the end, Alonso managed to finish in a very strong P2, meaning that yes, we can fight for podiums now, and Bortoletto in a less exciting P9, but overall this was a very strong start to the weekend. In race number 2 at Hungary, Bortoletto performed exactly the same, but because this time Alonso could also only finish P8, it was a more mid result, scoring 33 points as a team. And at Shanghai, I could finish strong if I managed the tires. Okay, and race number 3 at Shanghai, quite uniquely in this event, is about overtaking, but I am still going with Bortoletto and Alonso. Alonso really isn't going to be great here. This is a race where you would really want to go with Lewis Hamilton, for example, but because I only have him at level 1, I have him unlocked and I have a lot of him, but don't have the money to upgrade him. So I spent all my money upgrading Fernando Alonso. So maybe next time, but yeah, for now, I sadly can't use Hamilton, and my car is back to the power unit setup. So we're just gonna have to make this work, but if we get a good race start, should be fine. Okay, race number 3, not expecting a lot here. Qualifying was pretty bad. We're in the last 2 positions. So let's hope that we get a good race start here. Alonso, he got a good race start. Let's hope that he can execute on it this time. That's looking a lot better. Already up to P15. Oh, I love it. It's so exciting to watch a good race start driver when he can actually execute and not like in the last race when he gets kind of stuck in traffic. So this is what I want to see, starting from the last 2 positions, now already up to P11. That's awesome. There you go, P9. Bortoletto is looking a lot worse, P19. Okay, what are you going to do? Okay, so let's stop here. All right, should actually conserve here. Let's push now into the corner. The cars, the rivals aren't too far ahead, so very close. The field is still very close together, so let's hope that we can make some more overtakes here. We do have DRS again this time, and at Shanghai, I think you need it. You can't race at Shanghai without DRS. On that long straight, you're just gonna get eaten up. Okay, so keeping P7. But this time Bortoletto is struggling. Like, man, can I not just get a race where both of them are performing good? But Fernando Alonso is actually performing better than I thought he would. As I said with the setup, this time it's about overtaking, and his overtaking stat isn't that great. And I would really prefer to race with Lewis Hamilton, for example, who is really good in Series 9 in terms of overtaking. But what are you going to do? I don't have Hamilton leveled, so these 2 are the best I got. And Fernando Alonso, although he's struggling with overtaking, at least he's at P7, fighting for P6. Okay, let's have a look at the tires here. Can Fernando Alonso do another lap? I did push him a lot. Oh, okay. So this is going to be an issue. I gave him a tire management boost with plus 10 tire management. But it's still not enough for him to do comfortably 4 laps. And now he's stuck. What is this? I hate it when that happens. That's such a stupid bug. When he gets stuck behind the guy in front of him with DRS, it's so annoying. Okay, but Bortoletto also struggling a bit. But he is going to do the 4 laps. And he's going to pit next lap. And with Fernando Alonso, oh, exiting right behind him. Wow, that just shows how much quicker he was. But with Fernando Alonso, I just can't push him. Gonna keep him on medium, and hopefully he can then do the 4 laps. But it's gonna be a challenge. Let's see, let's hope Borletto doesn't lose too much time. I really want to do the 4 laps because doing an extra pit stop is just such... You're losing so much time there. But Borletto also struggling here. But now DRS for both of them. Okay, so Borletto is going to make it without losing too much time. I am going to push here just to get the maximum pace. Since my last experiment, we do know that pushing is actually quicker when you run out of tires. Oh, sorry, with Fernando Alonso I can't push, forgot. 70%, I think it's okay. He should just barely be able to do 4 laps if I don't push him. So, okay, they both did their last pit stop. Borletto... fighting in those bottom positions, that's not great. And Fernando Alonso to P6. Okay, so let's hope that he can hold that position since he can't push. Not expecting that much more from him, but if he can hold P6, that would be amazing. Okay, Borletto, come on, I can push you. So Fernando Alonso now at 48%, so I am gonna have to conserve at some point. For Borletto, yeah, he has enough tires. He only needs to do 3 laps with this stint, so let's just push him for this entire time. At least he's up to P12. Okay, so P6, P12. It's not too bad, but I want to be fighting for podiums. This is not what I want, but hey, for a race where I don't have the perfect driver pair, I think it is fine. And here I'm only struggling. Like, usually I would conserve on the straight, but with DRS, you're just so much slower, but yeah. He's now already saying that he needs to pit again, so I think I need to conserve the entire last lap. And yeah, that's just what I'm stuck with. What can I do? It's still better than doing another pit stop. Okay. So Borletto P10, Fernando Alonso now back to P6, but P7 does have a bit of a gap, so let's hope that he can stay in P6. Yeah, but his energy storage is full. That's it's not optimal. His tire management is really bad, but let's try and make this work. So now I'm gonna switch to the medium power setting with DRS, and then I'm just gonna push here. And let's see, Borletto. Ooh, Borletto, come on, do some overtakes. You're right behind them. Come on, they're right there. 2 points. There you go. Nice. Okay. It felt like a terrible race, but in the end, P6, P7, both not great, but since they're both decent, that's a good amount of points. Let's wait for my rival here to cross the start-finish line. He has the same driver pairing. 37 points. Okay, that's good. It's not amazing, but that's good. So it felt like a not that great race, but actually turned out quite good. So I'm happy with it. Let's hope that I can keep going like this. Yes, I hope that I could continue with that performance, but next up was Singapore, and this has always been a track where qualifying in the first lap is super important because overtaking is quite tough here. So since my qualifying wasn't great, my only chance was the first lap, and it was just okay. After the first lap, Alonso was in P10 and Bortoletto in P17. So with overtaking being difficult, I finished the race in P9 and P16, which turned out to be the worst performance of my event. In race number 5 at Imola, Bortoletto was again not very impressive, but another strong race start from Alonso allowed him to fight for P2, but just missed out on the final straight. So we have DRS, come on, but can we do it without DRS? He's so close, come on. Oh, now Doohan, get out of the way. Now we're behind Russell. Oh, if we would have one more straight, I think we could overtake both of them, but now Hamilton is pulling away. We're going to use DRS here. Come on, at least get Russell. At least get Russell. Yes, okay, P2. Bortoletto, let's give you a little push here. Okay, so Fernando Alonso finishing in P3. No, he ran out of tires. Oh, what was this race, man? In race number 6, an unexpected safety car allowed for some interesting strategy calls. Alright, race number 6 at Bahrain. For the first time, the drivers are changing, so Fernando Alonso is out of the second seat because it's about tire management. So Bortoletto is going to be awesome. Behrman, he's not great at tire management. Ideally, you would want a leveled up Lando Norris, but don't have the money to level him just yet. But yeah, Behrman should be a lot better than Alonso because Alonso is terrible at tire management and the car still optimized for power unit with the DRS rear wing. So no sponsor task, but going for maximum performance. Let's hope it pays off. Okay, qualifying at Bahrain for the first time with a different set of drivers, Bortoleto and Oliver Behrman. Yeah, because Fernando Alonso, terrible tire management, but qualifying, not expecting much. Yeah, last two positions, that probably would have been the same with Alonso. So, since they have the better tire management, they can both do a one-stop, just Behrman with the hard, and let's see here, how are we actually going to boost them? Power unit and tire management don't really have very good boosts there. I think I'm going to go Eagle for him, and then let's try the overtaking. Okay, so don't really have the best boosts for this, but should still work out fine. Okay, let's see how the race start plays out. I don't have the great race start driver Alonso, and yeah, we got a poor race start for both of them. I want to have a quick look at the tires here. Ooh, okay, so with that strong boost, Eagle boost, Bortoleto could actually go soft. Okay, but maybe we'll just do 5 laps then, and then 3 laps on the soft. That's also good. Okay, so pushing here. Although it was a poor race start, it's looking really good for Bortoleto, up to P13, P11. Nice. Behrman, not so much. But Bortoleto up to P10. Okay, so I like what I'm seeing here, but I'm going to stop pushing now just so that he can do the 5 laps. And that is looking good. 80%, yeah, should work out fine. And I'm going to conserve on this straight. Now push a bit. There you go. But not too much. Oh, we got a safety car for the first time in this event. But after the first lap, so I don't think it's going to change much about the strategy. Yeah, it's too early. Can do 5, maybe 6 laps. Ooh. Should we give that a try? 6 laps on the hard for Bortoleto? That would be interesting. That would mean we could pit under the safety car. Then would have the hard tire. Come on, let's give it a shot. You only live once. I don't think this is the most clever thing, but it's interesting. It could pay off. So, yeah, at least it's going to be, yeah, something different. So, yeah, I need to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to do 6 laps. And officially, he can only do 5. But we're now going to have about 1 lap behind the safety car. So he's going to use up a lot less tires for this lap. So I hope it should work. I hope that it works. It should work, but let's hope that it actually works. That's what I want to say. Okay, so we could use that safety car. Let's see if that gamble pays off. I could look really smart at the end of this race. But with Behrman, yeah, he doesn't have the tire management to do it. But maybe he can do 1 extra lap now, so then he can also switch to the soft, which is also going to be strong, and you're also going to get an advantage from the safety car in a certain way. But okay, safety car now ending, so let's switch back to this camera, go on medium, and now push. And we got DRS, so that's really powerful after the safety car restart. Let's use DRS here. Okay, back to P11. That's about where we were earlier. Behrman didn't do many overtakes, okay. Not great. Okay, we're now in lap 4, but I'm sure that Behrman can do another lap. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't push him too much. With Bortoleto, I'm going to be careful in terms of pushing for now as well. I want to see how things develop and then push more towards the end. And maybe also get some clean air, you know, when we're out of traffic here. Because all the guys in front of him still need to pit. I think I was the only one that pitted during the safety car. Use DRS again. Yeah, Behrman can definitely do another lap. That's good. That means he can then go on the soft. Okay, so both drivers profiting from the safety car in their own unique way. So, yeah, let's push a bit here. Just so Bortoleto doesn't completely fill up with energy. We don't waste that energy. Okay, Bortoleto now. What do we have? 55%. Oh, I'm not sure. It's difficult to judge because of the safety car. If he can actually do it. He's now in P1. But I want to push a bit just so that we use up his energy. Don't want to drive around with 100% energy. Okay, so... But I think it's looking good. But we'll see. I think could be very close. Okay, but Behrman now on the soft tire. Let's hope that he has enough tire management to actually push. One thing that I want to mention is I do have Carlos Sainz leveled, whose tire management is actually a bit better than Behrman. But I tried to go, or I went with Behrman because Behrman has the better overtaking stat. And I kind of hoped that because I knew the qualifying was going to be bad, that would be beneficial, you know, having a better overtaking driver. Defense doesn't really, at least... doesn't really sound like the logical choice when you're starting from the back to have a good defensive driver. So yeah, I went with Behrman, and he's doing okay. Not great, but honestly, it's a Series 6 driver competing in the Contender League, so you can't really expect much. And now Bortoleto, 20% tire. Yeah, I think we can push. And let's use DRS here with Behrman. Oh, Bortoleto got overtaken. Let's quickly switch to Bortoleto. So now I do want to stay behind Behrman. No, I wanted to use DRS. Okay, let's conserve here. This is going to be interesting. Let's conserve. Let's hope he passes us. There you go. Okay, but no, Norris, no. I didn't want that. Okay, but now we got DRS. Come on. Come on. Tires are holding up. Yeah, we got Norris back. Come on, it's going to be so close. No! Oh, but super close. Exciting duel. I like that. I think if Lando Norris wouldn't have been there, we would have gotten back to P1, but I kind of wasn't accounting for Norris. But okay, P2 and P9, it's a strong finish. Yeah, 39 points, but man, my rival was also pretty good. So yeah, but still, 39 points, that's a strong finish. I like that. Yeah, let's keep this momentum going. After that very exciting race, Australia was honestly pretty boring, with a pretty mediocre result of P8 for Alonso and P10 for Bortoleto. So let's skip that and head to the more interesting final race of this event. Okay, it's time for the last race again at Mexico. I'm hoping for another strong performance here. Again, with Bortoleto and Fernando Alonso. And this is my car setup, going with the DRS rear wing. That's also good for power unit. So pretty easy choice there, and ignoring the sponsor task. So same setup as I had in the first race. And let's hope that I can get another good performance out of this. Okay, it's time for the final race back at Mexico. Hoping for another strong performance, but you guys know it, not expecting much from qualifying, but doesn't really matter. The race start should be, let's hope for another good race start from Fernando Alonso. It should be really good. And yeah, going same tire strategy as I did before. Now last time I had the instinct boosts. Let's see if I can, do I have a better one? I have a better race start boost, but it's not better at power unit. But you know what? Let's give this a try. The Herald for Bortoleto, because his race start stat isn't that good. So yeah, changing things up a bit. The boost should be stronger, but we'll find out. So okay, the last race. Let's see how it goes. I'm hoping for some good points here. Perfect race start by Bortoleto now. Okay, so that's the that boost doing its job, and wow, look at that. He's up to the podium after the first two corners? What did I just watch? Okay, Fernando Alonso, your spotlight is gone. Your race start was also okay, but Bortoleto just completely outshined him. But now again, I can't push Fernando Alonso that much. Need to look after the tires with Bortoleto. 5 laps. I mean, he has the hard tire, but still he pulled that race start. Wow. Okay, so super happy with that. And now from Fernando Alonso, it's going to be tire management. Okay, so last time Fernando Alonso, in the first race, Fernando Alonso was really good and Bortoleto was kind of struggling. So if this time Fernando Alonso is at least decent and Bortoleto is a lot better, then we could be looking at a really strong finish here, which would be awesome. Okay, so let's use DRS here. That's super strong, and use DRS on Alonso. But yeah, I can't push. He's gonna actually run out of tires slightly. Actually, am I gonna go medium? I think I'm gonna go medium just so that I can push him in this next stint a bit more. The medium tire isn't that much slower. And Piastri had an engine failure, so that's another point for me. I'll take that. Very nice. And yeah, Alonso now running out of tires, losing a bit of time there, but it's okay. That's okay. It's going to be fine. Bortoleto, I would actually like to push you a bit, but I think I can't. That's the price of the one-stop strategy. And now Fernando Alonso, I can push you. So let's hope that that will help him gain some more positions. So a lot of guys going for the one-stop strategy. Very interesting. So Fernando Alonso now down to P14. And oh, that race start from Bortoleto, that made me really excited. Oh, we need to use DRS here. Fumbled a bit. Sorry, got a bit too excited. And I think I can't actually push him, and he's going to go medium tire. So yeah, that race start from Bortoleto, that was nice to watch. And at the time of recording this, I haven't seen the Formula 1 Mexican Grand Prix. But I'm so excited to watch it. Like, guys, I think, like, we're watching a very exciting championship here in real F1. And if Verstappen continues his form, then maybe we're watching, like, history in the making. Like, what's happening right now, it's so awesome. Like, yeah, the championship wasn't that interesting for the majority of the season, but now it's getting so interesting with Piastri being in the lead, but currently being in the worst form. And then Verstappen being in third position, but being in the best form. Like, oh, I hope you guys are having just as much fun as I am watching F1 right now. While Alonso is now going to pit. So those medium tires, oh, I should have actually pushed him more. I was too busy being excited about F1. So we wasted a bit of energy there, but now for the last stint, I can push a lot. And I can also push Bortoleto a lot more because he's now on the medium tire. So Bortoleto P4, Alonso P15. But a lot of guys in front of him do still have to pit. And I can now push a lot more, so I hope that that position will still improve. 50% tires, so yeah, that's good. Can we get a P2 maybe? That would be nice. But let's focus on Alonso a bit more. Still pushing him. There you go, overtook the rival Alonso, and now we have DRS. How many guys are pitting? Oh, just one. Two. Okay, so he's going to have to make some more overtakes in these last laps. Last 2 laps. One more guy is going to pit in front of him, but the rest of the overtakes needs to be done on track. Man, Bortoleto is so far ahead. Can he get to P2? Come on, now with DRS. Oh, that was Behrman. Okay, so there's P2. So, oh, that's looking good. Very nice. Good corner entry, good exit. There you go. Now just don't get stuck in traffic. Do those overtakes. So we're up to P2 with Bortoleto. So Fernando Alonso, come on. Where's the pace you had in the first race? Would really like to see a double podium, but yeah, that's not going to happen. We're now on the last lap. Bortoleto finished P2. Very nice. Alonso, come on, let's use DRS here for the last time. Can you gain another position? P9, come on. Would be nice. Okay, what a shame. P10 for Alonso, but still, P2 from Bortoleto, so that boost definitely did its job. That was really strong. And I think the one-stop strategy is just better. So, a lot of points in the last race. Nice way to end it overall, this event. Kind of rough, didn't score as much points as I hoped I would, but we'll see that in just a second here when we take a look at the current standings. So let's see here. Yes, continue. Let's head back to the event. Okay, we're in P20 with 279 points. I mean, the grouping, you guys know it, in F1 Clash, you can't really control the grouping that you get. But 279 points is okay. I think I could have got a couple more points. But yeah, the gap to top 10, never. So top 10 was not on the table. So I think this is actually quite okay. Of course, there's still about 13 hours remaining. So I will show you the final standings in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! So yeah, I could imagine that I lost a couple of positions there, but what are you going to do? You can't really control the grouping that you get. So what matters is I had a lot of fun competing in this event, and it's definitely nice to see the progress that we can now fight for podiums quite a few times, at least with one driver. Let's hope that soon I can do it with both my drivers in the Contender events. But yeah, that's been it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you had a lot of fun competing in this event yourself. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Well, I'll see you out.